Besigye in prison. How many times is this government going to imprison Dr. Kizza Besigye? Have we not had enough of imprisoning Dr. Kizza Besigye? If he died in prison, what would we explain to this country? What would we explain to this country? Why can't we produce him in courts where it's supposed to be produced? There are several constitutional rulings, even to the Supreme Court level, requiring that civilians should be tried in civil courts. Why is he still being tried in the military court? This type of torture to receive coffins of Ugandans is not the type of politics that I would want to practice when I'm a member of parliament of the ruling party. I want to engage and win an election, not by military institutions and coercion.
While in prison, Honorable Segirinya got severely sick, and his condition kept deteriorating by the day. He was constantly denied bail, as we all saw, even though his condition was worrisome. Even when government doctors recommended specialized treatment for him that warranted him to be granted bail, the judge still sent him back to prison, where he continued to worsen each passing day. His lawyers made a plea and produced before court medical records signed by government doctors saying this man should be released on bail to go and get specialized treatment. The judge said, no, go back to jail. After a while, Honorable Segirinya was granted bail, only for him to be abducted outside Kigo prison by gun-wielding men in plain clothes, in total violation of our country's laws. This disregard for the rule of law continues unabated in our country, and as we have witnessed, it affects all of us, including colleagues on the government side, as you have seen very recently. We must jointly castigate this and call for its end. Many Ugandans have been abducted in similar manner, and to date, they are still missing. All this is in a country which prides itself in following constitutionalism. We should be ashamed of these acts. Right Honorable Speaker and colleagues, the denial of bail to Honorable Muhammad Segirinya feeds into the recent narrative by General Yoweri Museveni lately. He has called for denial of bail and even police bond, something which is not in tandem with our constitutional order. While bail and police bond may not be mandatory, directing judicial officers and police officers not to give them to those before them is unbecoming and should be condemned by us all, because we are all potential victims. Colleagues, we are all potential victims. As we send off Honorable Segirinya, may we commit to respect the rule of law, because he suffered due to the disregard for the rule of law. Of late, we have seen threats by our country's Chief of Defense Forces, General Muhoozi Kainerugaba, threatening our neighboring countries, including Kenya, South Sudan, DRC, and the threats have extended to his colleagues in the military and even leaders in this country. He, for example, threatened to behead and even eliminate the Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu, a former member of this House and the leader of the National Unity Platform. This is abhorring and unacceptable. I hope that we can all condemn this and demand for action, because this is not acceptable. While the state continues to disregard these issues and trivialize them, the country suffers disregard for the rule of law. All right-thinking Ugandans should strive for constitutionalism and respect for our country's laws, something Honorable Segirinya was very passionate about. Let's fight for our laws. Let's fight for the Constitution, before the Constitution is too weak to defend us, because that time of reckoning will come, regardless who you are, when you need it to fight for you. If you don't fight for it now, it will not be present to fight for you, regardless who you are, by the way. Rest in peace, Honorable Muhammad Segirinya, Mr. Update. Thank you.
Bako stand by.
Wow! Silo! Wow!